you write your vows?
ChatGPT's gonna write my vows. Again.
Wow.
Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you should be. Guys, we got big news. 2 different things. All right. 1, Ross is getting married this week, but nobody really cares about that. 2, he's completed his big pedal board for now. So this is a very big moment for you guys, honestly, for me. So if you'll just remove your hats and you can watch the rest of this video.
Welcome to Gear Night. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, subscribing. Today, we're going through my big pedal board that's been in flux for years.
So long.
So long.
It still is. There's no reason to say it's not.
That's true. But I'm feeling...
And also that word was flux.
What'd I say?
For the people at home. Flux. Mom, he said flux.
Teresa, I would never.
So this is the board as it is today, the year of our Lord, 2024, July 1st.
Yep, this is it. This is where we're at right now. I just took off the... Oh, hold on, I got to get this. And cut 2, I just took this off my pedal board.
Get it out of there.
It was down here.
Unnecessary. What is it?
It's a switcher and MIDI controller.
Yeah.
And I took it away because I just wasn't using the full functionality of it, and it just took up a lot of space.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't put the time in to build presets or anything because I just don't have that time.
Sure.
So
what that means for me, folks, is that I can now use Ross's pedal board a little bit because before I had no idea what was going on.
If it's not about a community, what are we doing this for?
What are we doing it for? All right, Ross, you're going to have to walk me through this.
Okay.
Start me with whatever you want to start with. If what's newest or just a signal chain, if that makes more sense.
Yep. I will start. Let's start with the amps over here.
Okay. This
right
is
here.
New.
These are new. Yeah, well, fairly new. I've been playing with them and dialing it in for a couple months, but these are the 2 Tonex. Well, they're Tonex 1s. I have 2 of them. Mm-hmm. So I'm running them in stereo. One of them is going to be like a JMI, kind of like an AC30 thing. And then this is going to be Benson. These are all from Tone Factor. And then they're going into this long line here. Allows me to run super long lines.
Whoa.
Hey, if you need to do that. Or there's XLR outs here. Flip the phase. The whole thing can be done right here. So I like having it up top so I can get to the buttons real quick. Because some of these captures, like if you switch them and stuff, aren't in phase. So you got to flip that.
Oh.
Yep. So that's why you need one of those. But anyway, these are, yeah, like I said, like an AC30, pretty much on both sides, just Benson and JMI. So if you mute the mics, this is
what us
that
there.
Sounds like.
Nice.
That's it. So we're running stereo, like true stereo stuff right here, which is really cool. So that's at the end of the chain. I felt like that was important to talk about. All right. Now we'll start at the very beginning. We run into, at the side here, a pinstripe buffer, which is super cool. So it just helps push the signal through all...
Lots of pedals,
all the type of stuff. It also has a 1/4 inch out. Like, well, it has 2, right? So one goes in, one goes out to the first pedal. But there's a second one, which is really cool. So if I want to do any reamp, so like recording, I record a dry signal and then take that dry signal back through the pedal board like we do for soft sound recording and stuff. That's built in right here. So I just take a 1/4 inch, lift up the board, plug it in. So I don't have to do like another DI thing.
Yeah, and this board gets used for that a lot. So
totally, yep. It lives underneath the desk, right underneath the recording setup. So it's like the first thing that I plug in, which is pretty cool. So we come in there and then we go out straight to the first thing, which is the Origin Effects Cali 76 compressor right here, black on black. Just a compressor.
It's like the best.
Yeah, it's my favorite one that I've ever played. It just fattens everything up, which is great. It's also super versatile. They make new ones now that aren't this tall. So if you want, are like, this is awkwardly tall.
Yeah, and it's long.
Long. Yeah. So there, and then we go straight to a volume pedal.
Love these.
Which I have first. People are gonna freak out that the volume pedal is before the overdrives, but get over it.
That's all I've ever done.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
I love this volume pedal too. Super smooth. Tuner out to the
Was it Laylee? Is that you?
Laylee? No idea.
Lee.
But I bought that because the Dunlop Mini that I had for a long time broke.
And you guys have probably, your volume pedal's probably broken at some point because you're stepping on them and moving them. So it does make sense, like, to have a really nice one, kind of.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, we go there, tuner out from this just so it's always on, so you can pedal down and tune if you need to.
Or sometimes one time we played a camp somewhere and we got to stand really close to each other, and I think we did some flow stuff and I didn't know what the chords were. It was really nice that I could look over at Ross's tuner and I knew what chords we were playing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep. So then we go from the volume pedal, and now we hit all the gain staging.
All the fun stuff.
First one is the Daily Driver by Schnobeltone. This has become one of my super underrated pedal. I don't think we've ever done this pedal on this channel.
Because you love it.
It's become one of my favorite pedals, kind of my go-to. It's my stage one, and I don't have an always on pedal. I just have like different types or sounds in my head. So we go there, then we go down to the 1981 LVL, which is a new pedal on this board. This is kind of that area there will change out for whatever it needs to be.
You want to hit these two real quick?
No? Sure. Oh, yeah. No, we can do the Daily Driver.
Just
so this is
a little Daily Driver.
Oh, sorry. You can turn it off and I'll do the clean tone.
Cool.
Incredible pedal.
It's hot.
Cuts a little bass. You got the treble bass. You have a high cut for super bright amps if you need to tame that down.
Oh, that's nice.
It sounds really, really good. LVL is going to be like the same amount of grit, just like darker almost, something like maybe a little bit like beefier and fatter.
Okay, show us that. Cool.
You know what I mean?
Into the Benson?
Which is going to be like
Benson
the highest gain. Yeah, that I wrapped. People are going to ask.
You're just having fun.
It's car vinyl. Yeah, this is going to be like the most gainy, but then I'll put a boost into it or after. So. Cool. And
Not way huge difference between these two.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. They're just different flavors.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll take this or this off and put the kilt on. It all just depends on what I want.
Yeah.
But I figured 3 different overdrives is plenty of section to do, and then I got a boost here, which has always been before my drives, Alec.
Yeah.
Now it's after all of them.
What?
And I like it way better because I like the tone of the amps.
Yeah.
Way more. So now we're just hitting the amps harder, and this amp breakup is better. So if you put on like this, and then it sounds like this. Sorry. And then boost it. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Comes to life, baby.
Truly.
So that's the gain staging. All of them clean up really well. So I do like, I'll just roll off the volume or pick lighter.
Okay.
Like I think you could put that boost on right now with that. So there's a Daily Driver and Benson like I always use. And I'll just. See what I mean? It's like, I can get anywhere with anything. Which is super helpful for me because I typically am, when I get to play electric now, I'm music directing as well.
Yeah, you're MDing.
So I don't have time to like click around a bunch of stuff. I just need to
Roll that volume.
roll volume down and flip to a neck pickup, and that's it. Next,
Moving on to
next we hit
modulation.
Modulation.
And then I think you've multiple times said you feel like this is the most underrated Strymon pedal.
I think so.
Hot take. Or maybe not a hot take.
I don't know.
I tend to believe you.
Strymon Ola.
I don't see it on like hardly anyone's board.
Yeah. Stereo in, stereo out with a favorite switch, and you can do vibrato or chorus. So when it's on like this, I'm on a chorus setting.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit the favorite switch, which is this one over here,
gotcha.
that it gauges a vibrato that I found and just saved, which is super simple. So this would be chorus. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me?
That's great.
And then if you hit the, this will be like vibrato.
That's
Sweet.
great.
And I typically only use vibrato when it's like a lot of delay and a lot of reverb.
Yeah,
and
I'm
like,
excited to like combine all this.
yeah. And then I tried to take this off the pedal board
You just can't.
for a long time, and I can't, bro.
You just can't.
When you need a dotted eighth delay,
Yeah,
this is what you need.
it's wonderful.
And I'm saying that for everyone out there. All right? This is the pedal. Strymon L cap. This is the version 2, so it's synced to MIDI clock with all the delays. So if you turn that on, it just is. It's freaking huge.
Yeah.
It just like.
Sounds great.
That's it. The next pedal then is going to be, so these next 2 pedals are new.
Just the new boys.
We just did videos on, I think, on both of them.
Yep.
So the LVL. So I just wanted a bunch of different like delays that I could do. Like I wanted a digital delay, so I almost got the Strymon Dig to put after this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then I got this because it does the digital, and then it has all the presets and stuff.
That's literally everything.
Yep. I also downloaded Jake Farber's presets. I didn't purchase them yet. I downloaded them from his free Dropbox like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to buy the new ones. But he always stacks a dotted eighth with an eighth. And once I did that, I was like, I can't go back.
I've been piggybacking on that.
Yeah, dude. It's like, because you don't need reverb when both of those are happening.
Yeah. And reverb tends to make you get lost a little more.
Yes. And this just
If
doesn't.
you're using too much, which I tend to do.
Yeah. So if you put the first one, it should say like TED 1 or something.
Yep, TED 1.
Yep. So then this is what that sounds like. Oh, if you combine it with this
And
now.
this is the 8th.
That's eighth.
Dotted 8th.
Dotted eighth comes first.
Which sounds kind of like ridiculous on its own.
Yeah, but when you... And it's sweet because you can put a lot of overdrive into that. Like if you hit the boost on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's like clear as day.
it's clear as day, but it still has this like support behind it.
yeah, it's
almost.
huge. It's not, yeah.
But I still feel like I'm cutting, like even doing all the like,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? It's still like all right there.
No, I feel like that's always been the battle, but it's like
Yeah.
church stuff is sounding big, or just ambient stuff, not necessarily, but
Yeah.
like how to cut. You just want to add all the reverb, but then you're just disappearing.
Yep.
Or it feels weak.
So that's both of them.
Dotted 8th into 8th.
Yep. And then
The Mercury X, or you have more settings on the
if you press number
LVX?
3 right there, this is something that I've been messing with. It has a filter on it, so
Okay.
it cuts all the highs. If you turn the boost off,
You want this down too?
yep, I leave this almost always on.
Oh, cool.
So if I add a delay, I'm adding that,
Got it.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this makes your attack almost go away. So it's super ambient.
Oh. You were showing me this. That's,
Yeah.
That sounds
So-
like an album.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like just a dude with a pedal board.
I'm for real obsessed with how this is sounding.
Yeah.
Like, it feels so polished. Between the huge things that are making it sound polished are the compressor. This compressor is great. And then these amp captures aren't very bright, which I've always had, like, it just sounded strange to me. These sound like an album, like a process album, like you said. So
Yeah.
I'm really into them. But I have a lot of different ones. I have Jake Farber's, I have Tone Shepherd's, Tone Junkie, like all of those ones I've downloaded and I just have, and I swap them out sometimes for different recordings and stuff. So those are the two main delays that I use on that. Of course, you can bank up and bank down and have a gazillion different delays, but I try not to have a ton of different options so that I'm not like paralyzed.
Unless it's super specific for the song, recalls something you don't need.
Exactly. So then in the same vein, so we can turn off the LVL now and just leave
Get it out of that.
give it out. So then here I just have 3 different.
Straight across, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So starting on the left is just a spring. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just, and because this combo here is like so.
It's doing all the heavy lifting.
This is so little.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So these is just 2 tastes. Like sometimes I turn it up, sometimes I turn it down. Yeah. And then. You know, it's just like a little amp thing going on.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah. And the second one is a Hall, or sometimes I change it out for a plate or something. I've been experimenting with Hall.
Cool. Love that journey for you. Sweet. I love Hall.
Yeah, it's great.
That's my go-to.
And then the last one's Cathedra, which I'm obsessed with.
I got that too.
Yeah.
I could listen to that for a long time.
So that's like the big, if you press number 3 on the LVL now, and yeah, all that's on. So if you do like swell.
Jeez.
So yeah, it gets super ambient, and it's just a quick way to like swell and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the Mercury X. I'm really impressed with these 2 pedals, and honestly, these 2 together, and this pedal, like these are all my favorites.
All your pedals.
Yeah,
All your favorite
yeah.
pedals.
I feel weird. Like there's a reason they're all on here,
Exactly.
and I've tried
So many.
too many. Just take my word for it that this is these are good pedals.
Yeah.
So then I have this little guy up here, the Morningstar
Morningstar.
MC3. It's actually the one that was on the previous soft sound board.
Yes.
I need to get another one. Morningstar.
Send us one.
Appreciate it. So yeah, I needed something to MIDI clock everything because I went away from the PBC. And so I just went with this, and I just programmed this simply to send out MIDI clock as soon as you hit a bank. I'm not doing any program changes. It just banks up to a different song.
Yeah. What else do you need?
And you can see the L cap getting faster and slower when you go into a bank. So then it's at the top. So I just USB to a computer, it just literally says song 1 and song 2.
Okay.
So it doesn't like,
Have a name,
I can't even be bothered to write the song names. And yeah, it just is super fast, super easy. And if I wanted to eventually like program something to pull something crazy up from here,
Sure.
well, I can. But I'm just using it for super simple clock. Cool. The whole thing's powered by Strymon.
Big old new case you got.
Creation music case, custom case made. Sold a whole HX Stomp to get this case.
Nice.
They are not cheap, but I do love having a live-in case because the underside of this board is clean.
It's clean, all right.
It's clean,
but it's not
perfect. Yeah, I have plenty.
So taking it in and out is always a risk. That's why I like leaving mine in.
Yep, I never take it out of this. It lives right here. So, and the case just goes on top, and it's got wheels. Love that. So that's the whole thing, dude. Let's work on. You want to just turn on some stuff?
Yeah, dude, let's just go. We did it.
We did it. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Share this with somebody. We'd really appreciate it. Someone writing, if you made it this far, let Alec know he's getting freaking yoked. Punching a heavy bag upstairs in his sauna.
In my underwear.
Practically naked, punching a heavy bag in his sauna.
Just
sweat.
From all the places, and even the ones you wouldn't think. Butthole.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.